Recording.
Aw. Boo. No.
Yours didn't do that, did it?
No, it didn't. I don't know why yours is doing that. No. It's completely... Hello, people. Rotate your phone. That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
Starting.
Ugh. I don't know why. His phone's telling him to rotate. Oh, because it's locked? Oh, you're locking it to try to see?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Rotate your phone while recording.
Hmm. We're just getting started, so we're trying to... Hi, Kimberly.
What do I do?
I don't know. Let's see. Go to...
No, what do I do?
Go to where you're going to post something. Just click like you're going to post. Yeah. And then scroll up, and you'll see... Or scroll down, I guess, and you'll see live. Yes. There you go. We're getting there. We're getting started. It still says to rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while recording. Well, mine is. Am I sideways? Are we sideways or are we straight up and down? What's going on? How are we doing? How are we doing on that? We're just getting started with Unsung. Hi.
Well, now I'm fine.
No, it's fine. It's going. Is it live? Yeah, it's going. I guess, unless you're being seen sideways. Unsung Chat's going to start real soon. We're just getting started on this. If you haven't heard us before, welcome. This is the Unsung Dreamers.
I can't open
the
this.
Not so rich and famous.
Is Mom...
Try down here. They link up to your phone. Right here.
Mom said I can't open this, but I don't...
Click.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
Okay.
Not like you think it does.
All right. Mine does.
That was a message from on Facebook.
Oh.
This is like something totally
That's your
different.
text. Oh, okay. She said she can't see it?
She said I can't open this. And I don't know if she's talking about...
There, she's on mine. Hi, Gail.
Okay. Is it...
Oh, she's got it.
Okay, I got it.
Are we
She's got it.
sideways or are we kind of like this? How's it looking?
So we are live streaming right now from three different places.
3 different places.
One of them is the Unsung Dreamers podcast Facebook page. The other one is my personal page, and this one over here is Tara's personal page. Are we horizontal on all of them, or... Because I was having some issues with my phone here a minute ago.
Tom says mine looks good. Okay, so.
Tom said looks good here, and that's on your page.
Perfect. Tyler says it's perfect on the Unsung Dreamers one. Okay, cool.
Okay.
What about on yours? On David's?
Mine was the one having issues.
So.
Jenny Reynolds is watching. Jenny, are we horizontal, or is it all effort? Your dad's watching too.
Cool. Hi, Dad.
All right. Tyler Weeks always chimes in.
He's cooking. He wants us to entertain him.
Oh, you know I'll entertain you, Tyler Weeks.
Okie dokie.
Okay, over here on mine, she said no. No what?
Yeah. We asked 2 questions.
I'm not horizontal. Am I all goofy?
Are you looking at it like this?
Like on my phone, it's showing it like it's supposed to be horizontal. You're sideways right now.
Jay Stevens says, shirts off, please.
All right. We'll work on
We'll
that
work
here
on
in a
that.
minute here, Jay. We're just trying to wait.
Okay, so your comments are sideways, so that tells me that you're going to be sideways.
Okay, so Jenny, you seem to be engaged, so stay with me here. Does this do something different? Should I do it like that?
And there's a little bit of delay, so we'll wait.
I don't know why my
I
phone
don't
won't
know.
let me do it
I
horizontal.
don't either. It's kind of annoying.
Jenny Reich!
Jenny Reich, what?
That's awesome. Tola, do you still have my hat?
Tola's on there. Holy crap, this is so much fun. We got people on mine, people on Dan's, people on Unsung. This is great.
We love you so much. Tola, do you still have my hat? Remember that night I gave you my hat? Oh my gosh, how long ago was that?
It's been a minute.
So should my phone be up and down like this?
Somebody needs to answer
I
that.
need somebody to let me know. I don't know why I can't do it like this.
I know, because it's telling you.
It's telling me.
And your
rotate my
comments
phone.
are sideways, so maybe we need to figure that out and just...
Hey, from Ireland. What's up, Tola?
Yay!
I was just telling stories about you the other day, Tola.
I got you. Boom.
That night we were in Doolin, and we went out and had a smoke together.
Let's
What?
record.
Oh. And I think you ended up taking my hat that night. Yes, he does. He does still have my hat.
Yay! Awesome.
So good, man. Hello from Ireland. I wish I could go to Doolin right now.
So we're just going to kind of wing it on Dan's phone over there. I'll just peek in once in a while.
Rico says I gotta stop and start it sideways.
Which I thought you did. And it told you to turn it sideways. You could try that. But you'll lose all your folks.
Well, let's say this. Like, we're streaming this on 3 different... We had a great night, bro. Yes, hope you and your family are great. Yes, we are doing great.
Well, he's fixing something right now, Tom, so he'll be back in the frame in a minute.
We're trying something a little different. We're trying to run this live on 3 different accounts. One of them being...
Tom's taking bets on how long we're going to screw with this.
Yeah, Rico said the other 2 are good. But
Yeah.
I don't know why my phone won't let me go sideways.
We did start and stop it sideways, Rico, so I don't know why this is doing this. So I say we just move on. What do you think? We can see it over here. It's wacky, but we can still see us, right?
I'm afraid to stop mine because I don't want to lose anybody.
Yeah, I know.
He said you're good now. So
Okay,
let's just do
this. Let's do it.
Mine will just be vertical.
Yeah, fine. It's awesome.
And
there's some tape there. We need to make sure it doesn't fall.
Some tape
Don't put it over
here.
the camera. This is why we say 7-ish when we're going to start, because it's never on time. There's always a squeaky wheel. It needs some grease. So I'll just be like this once in a while.
I am so excited
Hello.
to see Tola watching.
Hi there.
We haven't talked in so long. God, that was probably fucking
15 years ago?
15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. We're still screwing with it. Well, welcome to those of you who've never heard of Unsung Dreamers, because some of you on my Facebook have maybe never seen or heard us before doing the podcast. So welcome to those of you who are brand new to this. We do an Unsung chat, which is just Dan and I chatting and bullshitting around and talking about stuff that's going on. And then we also do interviews on the podcast as well with local musicians, and we have about 40, I think, on the website and on Facebook and everything. So if you're brand new to us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who know us, you're probably waiting for Dan to get on a rant about something fun. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. He said he's in a mood tonight, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Dude, I think it was more than 7 or 8 years.
He put a piece of tape right over the camera.
The camera's not over here. What the?
You flipped it accidentally. Oh my god!
The
Turn it
hell
upside
is-
down. Turn it completely upside down and see if it... Oh, you locked your screen. Never mind. You turned the camera around, so...
Okay,
Oh my God.
okay. Hold on.
So, hi, Beth. Haven't seen Beth in forever.
Beth, I hear you calling.
Yep.
Wait,
What?
do I know that, Beth?
No, she's a Jazzercise girl from a long time ago. Beth Grossman.
Why'd Mom say 3 hours?
I don't know. Oh, because Tom said he's going to bet on how long it takes us to screw around with this shit.
Oh, you know what, Tom?
Hi, Ruth Ann.
Oh, I've got to turn my camera around.
Yes, I told you. You flipped your camera around.
There it
There we
is.
go.
Dear Lord, man.
Chris Hankin says duct tape and baling wire for the win. Yeah, that's about where we're at. Hey, but once we get started, this is going to be a lot of fun.
This gets people a chance to, like, get logged in.
It's your Facebook, so you can just be on camera.
And Jennifer Reich, I am using tape. It's not duct tape, but I am using tape.
It is totally tape.
I'm trying to get it to where it'll
Hello.
show us both on a vertical.
Put the drum thing behind it. Put the little drum thing behind it so it pushes out this way a little bit.
I already tried that. Tim Hall, how's it going, bud?
What? Tim Hall?
Yeah, man. Tim Hall.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. I think I'm going to have to leave mine vertical, which I'm really frustrated about.
But we'll snuggle.
That's okay.
See, Tom, he's back in frame here, so we're back here. Good. Tom's probably at home going, can I just come there and fix
Tom's
this
like,
for
oh my
you?
gosh, you guys need me so bad. Which is actually true.
It's super fun, though.
You wouldn't believe the tape job I got going on here, Tom. You would maybe appreciate it.
Okay, so we're on.
Looks like we've got a few people hanging. In case you get confused, we are live right now on Tara's personal Facebook page, and then we're also live on the Unsung Dreamers Facebook page, and we are also live on my personal Facebook page just to see what happens. So if you want to click around,
you get different angles.
You can do that, and that's fine. And there's a bunch of people jumping in, and yeah. Okay, now let me check something here on my end. Why in the world would it stop?
You probably hit it when you were messing with that.
You dirty rotten.
So just pick it up where we left off. You don't have to start over.
Okay.
All right. We don't have the fancy intro on this, but we will when we post it. Audio.
No, we don't. Kanita, Steven Spencer.
We got a bunch of folks on here.
One of the coolest artistic dudes in this
Steven
town.
Spencer?
We
Really?
love him. He is awesome. And we really enjoy doing his... is that once a year he does that...
the group photo
of Springfield musicians. It's freaking awesome.
I think so. It was amazing. We got to take part in that.
We got to take part in that one.
I'm going to pull this like this. There we go. That way it's not going to fall over. Okay.
All right. I think
This is really good for OCD people. It's like just, I can't.
I'm going to keep my Chuck Schumers on because that's the only way that I can read what's going on way over there. Tola. Looks like you guys need a few Guinness. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Tola. This is what I'm drinking. I know. I don't know you, by the way, but nice to meet you. I've heard lots about you.
Yeah, Tola hasn't got to meet you yet, but oh my gosh, I've told that story. Tola, you wouldn't believe how many times I've told that story of us hanging in Doolin, Ireland that night and singing "Come On Eileen" up on the tabletops. You remember that?
In Ireland.
And then I gave you, you don't even know this or understand.
No.
There might be one or two other people who give a shit, but I gave you the original Machine Gun Symphony hat. That was the first one I ever had. And I actually, like, later after we had a party that night, I kind of sort of became known for that hat. Mm-hmm. But you have the original, and I ended up having to buy 2 or 3 since then, actually.
You've had this last one a long time.
Tola's got he says he still has it.
That's awesome.
Tola still has it. Chuck Murphy, what's up, man?
Vicky Martin, I went to high school with her.
I have signed into a couple Chuck Murphy live feeds. And,
Eden Castile from college.
He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Yeah, for those of you who might be getting a little confused, we've got 3 live feeds going on right now.
So if we don't answer your questions, I see Amy O in the middle.
And, I was going to say, is anybody on Unsung?
Yeah, there's about 6 or 7 on there.
Okay. So
cool.
we're screwballing around until everybody sort of joins us.
And we're going to be here for a while, so sit back and relax, or while you're cooking like Tyler Weeks. We're going to entertain, we're going to talk, we're going to bitch, we're going to rant. We got some things. Sometimes we have ideas of what we're going to talk about, and sometimes we don't. So
Tyler, if you're a cooking type of man, I know that you probably already know, but some of the basic bitch stuff like salt and pepper is so huge. It's amazing how many people are considered bad cooks, and it's only because they're not using salt and pepper. It's like, it's really the simplest shit ever. And so, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it.
you know why it's so amazing? Because it just brings out the flavors. It doesn't really add a flavor. It just brings out flavor, especially salt.
Jake, the cabinet business is a little crazy. It's aspects of it are pretty good, and then other aspects of it are like, I don't know what the future holds. Because some of my builders are getting a little nervous about the economic repercussions of this business. But, there's still work to do, and we are able to work.
We're considered essential business because we're construction, so
essential because
we get to keep going. Well, happy birthday tomorrow, Tanya. As she said, it's her birthday tomorrow.
Tanya who?
Tanya Nelson, my student, Caitlin's mom.
Tanya Nelson, how are you?
Hey, Tony Robertson. Went to high school with him, too.
So, yeah, we're just chilling right now. We haven't even gotten started, really. We're
No.
just kind of seeing how people, join in. Thank you so much, Jake. We have had fun making some pretty nice stuff in the last 20 years. In the cabinet business! Someday we'll have to show off our stuff. Maybe take a video of some of the stuff we've
Yeah,
done.
we should. Mm-hmm.
Would be kind of cool. So anyway,
Let's get rolling.
things are looking good. Everybody's
Great.
chiming in.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, I am so bummed out about my phone over here
Straight up.
having to be vertical. People that are on my page, not Tara's page and not Unsung Dreamers, but that are on my page, is my video up and down, like long form? Like, the long form?
Portrait, not landscape.
Is it portrait? Because portrait irritates the shit out of me. Is it portrait? Every time I try to turn my phone to do some, like, what's not portrait?
Landscape.
Landscape.
Yes.
It tells me that I can't. Taylor says that it is.
It's
I'm
yeah.
so frustrated.
Well, we can tell because the comments are up there. Tony Robertson says, cabinets of rock.
Yes, I'm seeing your comments, Jenny Rice, especially after you told me. You're naked.
He's naked. Oh, hi. Ringer.
Chris Snyder, yes. Damn it, I hate being portrait.
We have to get over it. Let's
I
move
hate
on.
it.
Let's get past it and move on.
As soon as I turn my phone sideways, it says, no, you can't do that.
And I don't want to spend 3 hours on this like your mom said we would.
Okay. So we can get started, I guess.
Yes.
You guys ready to get started? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I just put on my, things I don't like that seems to be a popular, that thing everyone's doing.
Everybody does it.
These are the things I hate, but everybody else seems like it's popular. One of the ones on my list was saying from stage,
How's everybody doing tonight?
how's everybody doing tonight? Don't get me wrong, I used to do it all the time, but I did it like I was acting. I was just kind of like, I got to do something stupid, so I'm going to say, how's everybody doing tonight?
I've been wrestled.
So yes, I did it all the time, don't get me wrong. Angela Montgomery, did you watch that video today of Hydrate? I posted it and tagged Drew in it. I wanted you two to see it because I know you got an incredible little artist on your hands like I did when Elvis was little. And I think it's funny how much shocking shit you are in store for.
When you see what's going
for
on.
the rest of your life.
Hi, Andrew Whittington. Oh, I miss you too.
It's going to be super funny. For those of you tuning into whoever's page you're tuning into, we are running live from Tara's personal page, my personal page, and of course the Unsung Dreamers podcast page.
And now, on with the show.
And now on with the show. Are we ready to get started? I think somebody else might have said yes, and maybe that's what they were referring to,
Yes.
and they were answering my
Yes.
question.
Let's not ask it again.
So anyway, good morning, Vietnam! Holy crap, peeps, are we doing okay? Are we keeping our shit together? Listen, there's a scene in Punch Drunk Love, which is a movie that came out in 2002. It was an Adam Sandler movie. And the whole entire movie is worth watching for only one single 20-second scene, which is when his boss at the mattress store came up and got in his face, and he got back in the boss's face, and he said, "You have no idea how much I love her."
Sorry.
It was really, really great. And if any of you out there are wondering why King's X never made it, it's because they are from Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's just something about it, you know. And I know they made it, but I mean, they never really, like, made it. And the reason why they didn't is because they're from Springfield, and Springfield doesn't like to make somebody famous. We can't figure that one out.
Musicians? Because there's some people that are famous from here.
No, yeah, well, Brad Pitt, I'll tell you what, is actually a normal dude. He's a really cool guy. I never had a chance to meet him, but I did meet the Brad Pitt Light.
Brad Pitt Light?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Springfield, Missouri actually has a Brad Pitt Light. His name is Jay Johnson. And nothing against Jay. It's just he hasn't got as big as Brad Pitt, but I have met him and hung out with him and partied, and he's actually a fucking really awesome dude. And if you're wondering, he is or was on Days of Our Lives for years, and he's the Brad Pitt diet.
He's Diet Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and by the way, Ron Hurst actually has more passion for what he does than most of you people watching.
Yes, he does.
He is Springfield, Missouri's weatherman, and I'm telling you what, that guy loves what he does. And if you want to be inspired by him at all, you ought to be inspired with like the fact that he loves what he does.
Yeah.
And you need to go out there and chase the things that you love what you do. That's what you ought to do. That's what you ought to do, and you ought to be inspired by Ron Hurst, even though, you know, yeah, you think, oh, he's just a weatherman. No, he's not just a weatherman. He is the that guy will get out of bed at 4 in the morning
and forget to put on his pants
and actually help you not die. Mm-hmm. And you should be thankful, and you should send him an email or a text or something right now and say, "Thank you, Ron Hurst, for giving us a decent version of what the weather has been for the last 15 years." That's what I say. Bass Pro Shops right here in Springfield charges way too much to go see their aquarium. I'm just listen, Johnny, it's just a little too much. Just even $5 less would have enticed me. But man, I'm telling you, the aquarium charge to get in is just a little too much, man. It's just a little. You're getting a little greedy, Johnny. You're getting a little greedy. Okay. But I love you.
These people over here want to see your face, too.
I love you. Oh, yeah. I got to look around. What's up, everybody?
I just saw Dan Kelsey. Now, Dan Kelsey and I were in school together in California.
Oh, my gosh.
If I remember this right, let's see. I think he's a year younger than me, maybe. I don't remember. I think I was in 4th grade and he was in 3rd. But I think that's right. Makes me giggle.
That's awesome. Dan Peterson is watching too. You wouldn't believe the stories I have with that guy.
Uh-oh.
Tola, I don't know what that phrase is.
Is he being all...
I'm telling you.
Is he being all foreign?
It was the freaking best night of our lives. And I'm so glad I met you, and I'm so glad we're still friends on Facebook.
Glad he's right there.
I'm thankful.
Right now.
I'm thankful for Facebook right now, just because Tola is here hanging out and watching. What is it? Tola? Is it like? Well, let's see. Is it like 1 in the afternoon over there or something?
Like 1 in the morning, maybe. It's got to be like 1 a.m. ish, something like that.
Oh, it's Rory. Did Rory say that?
I don't know. I can't see that far. Head for the cellar, you sons of bitches. / Ron Hurst. That's what
he was there too.
Tony
yeah,
said.
I remember Rory being there. What?
Tony Robinson. Look what he said. Head for the cellar, you son of bitches. Ron Hurst.
Ron Hurst is a badass, and people in Springfield need to appreciate him more. And also, just in case you didn't know, for those of you watching outside of Springfield and for those of you watching in Springfield, we basically are a big piece of graph paper. Okay, so it's impossible. It's impossible to get lost in this town. Do you understand?
Yes.
You just got to go north, south, east, or west, and literally that's it. We don't have any streets that go southeast or southwest. They go north, south, east, or west. We are a gigantic piece of graph paper, and it's very easy to not get lost. If you made the wrong turn, just go until the street that you were going to go to anyway, because it's going to run into it anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually matter.
You can just turn and turn and turn and turn, and you're back going the same direction.
And a lot of people from around here already know this, but some of you watching may not. But Cashew Chicken is where is in Springfield is where it started. So if you're out there and you love Cashew Chicken, just know that it started right here in this town. I'm just kind of throw out some Springfield, Missouri facts.
To clarify, it's the Springfield version of Cashew Chicken, because I ordered Cashew Chicken.
Is it?
Yes.
Do tell.
Okay, so I love the Springfield version of Cashew Chicken, but I ordered Cashew Chicken when I was in Sweden one time, visiting my brother, and it was not what I was expecting. It was more of a pile of little tiny pieces of unbattered chicken with a shit ton of vegetables over rice.
But they called it Cashew Chicken?
It was Cashew Chicken because
Did it have cashews in it?
I was just going to say.
Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I was going to say, and sprinkled with cashews as well as the diced onions on the top too. So there is a Cashew Chicken elsewhere, but in Springfield, it's delicious little fried morsels of yumminess with a nice brown gravy with cashews and onions and rice.
Okay, so the Springfield, Missouri version, which is actually the only version that's worth a shit, started in Springfield, Missouri, which that sounds a little repetitive.
See, Chris Hankins says, yeah, he ordered Cashew Chicken in Dallas and was very disappointed.
Ooh, see?
I'm right.
That's what we just said. We just said.
Oh, Dorinda, thinking of you. She's battling some cancer issues right now. So, Dorinda, thinking of you, sweetie.
Thinking of you, Dorinda. Eric Wynn, the mango, is right over here.
All right.
On mine. And Tola said, it is a pleasure to meet you, Tara.
Aw, I can't wait to meet you in person.
I know. We got to set up another trip,
Yep.
Tola.
Yes, we do.
You need to arrange like a car for me so that when I get there, I could maybe stay at your place or borrow your car. How about that? Then all I got to do is get there, and I could probably do that right now for like $50.
Just leave your hat like that. This
is a horrible hat for headphones.
And you're making the microphone go nuts, so you guys can't hear it, but we can. Hi, Jimmy James. So,
how about this shit? Listen, I am telling you.
There you go. Look at that.
I am.
That's a good look. Yeah.
I am the. I've already said this in one of our episodes before. I am the what do they call it? Reincarnate Chuck Barris.
Chuck Barris.
Chuck Barris is my hero.
Think about it.
Not many people are going to tell you Chuck Barris is their hero, but I think he's my hero. And yes, Jenny Rice, we absolutely need to head north.
Yes,
and
we
we are
do.
going to do that soon.
Wisconsin.
We're going to head to Wisconsin, and we're going to have some cheese. We're going to have some cheese.
Get some cheese curds.
We're going to get some curds.
When I talked to her
Can
last
we get some
on the
curds
phone,
when we're up there?
She was only moved away, I don't know, about a year or something like this. And I talked to her on the phone. I don't remember time, but it was a couple months ago. And your northern accent is already coming back, Jenny.
Oh, could you tell?
Yes.
I
could tell. It's adorable, though. I love that. I love that accent. I love it how people are flipping from one to the other. Like, some are over here on mine, and then I saw Kimberly over here, and now I see her back over here.
Yeah, Tyler Weeks is making round steaks tonight because the wife is tired of ramen. No kidding, man. We've been eating some ramen around these parts.
I have to say, what he cooked tonight was spaghetti with my dad's family sauce that he made. And it was scrumptially dumptious. It was delicious, and
oh, thanks, babe.
it was fantastic. Thank you.
Yes.
Very much.
The reason why I brought up the Punch Drunk Love quote in the very beginning here is because that is how I feel about this goofball right here. She is the best, and I love her so much. You have no idea how much I love her. You got to go watch that movie, and I'm telling you right now, 98% of the movie is like you're going to hate it. It's not going to make any sense. You're not going to understand it, but it's kind of like the whole thing builds up to this one scene when he finally lets out like how much he loves this girl. It's freaking awesome.
Wasn't that somebody's? One of the things I hate was anything produced by Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Was it Krista? I think it was on her list. Any movie.
Krista Meadows?
Yeah. Any movie directed by Adam Sandler.
I don't know if that was Krista.
Somebody said that about.
Someone did say that.
I mean,
I can't think of who said it right
with
now.
all the negativity going on, everybody's passing around the things I hate. 10 things I hate. But it's funny though. And
no,
I
it's
like
kind
it.
of fun.
I
Yeah.
like it. It's because it's conversation, and that's what we need when we're.
I'll give some of you a clue that are watching. I made one of those lists, but I'm not going to post it on my actual page. I posted it as a comment on someone else's page.
You did,
and that's where it's going to live
forever.
forever.
I think you should post it.
No. You just got to dig in. You got to
find where. We're not even going to tell you where you posted that comment, right?
Yes.
Hi, Bev. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
Is that Keely right there?
I can't. Yes, it is. It is Keely.
Keely, what's up, fam? I have bad eyesight, so forgive me if I'm not catching everything that's coming through.
Mine is terrible too, but
the airwaves. It's not the airwaves. It's the. Oh my God! I can't believe my phone is freaking vertical. This is pissing me off so bad. I want my shit like this, but it won't let me do it.
But you know what? Get over it.
Tara and I just celebrated our anniversary, actually, just a few days ago.
2 years.
2 years ago, we got married, and Jennifer Reich was there, and a lot of people watching was actually there, and it was awesome. That was actually 2 years ago Monday this week.
God, it's 2 years. It was the most epic thing, and Jenny caught it all on a live feed, and somebody reposted the video just recently.
Yes. Yes.
It was so good. I'm a spoiled girl.
It was a lot of fun. No, I'm spoiled.
No, I'm spoiled.
No,
it's
no, you're the best.
You're the
best.
I didn't say you're the best.
Shut up, Tara. Shut up. Sick of your shit.
So those of you who knew
Jody
me from
Guy,
high school,
check it out.
I'm sorry.
I still have Jody Guy's drum set. This was given to me going to all the...
Come over this one. Yeah, there you go.
There's Tara's, there's Unsung's, and there's mine. This is the drum set that was given to me by Jody Guy. Cotton Gim, who just tuned in. And it is awesome.
It is awesome. I don't remember what I was going to say.
I don't know either.
It's so weird. It's so weird trying to... So if we miss your comments or your questions or something like this, we apologize because we're watching 3 at the same time. And we don't have our producer, Tom Hembry, with us to field all this stuff. So.
Yeah, so he's laughing.
So he's at home just going...
Tom, are you still here? Is he still here?
I don't know. I can't tell. I see the number of people, but I don't know. Another person I went to high school with. Hi, Darren.
I wish Tom would respond if he's still here.
Right. Jay Stevens is over here now.
Yeah, but you're not going to last long, Jay, because of my damn
it's
vertical my damn video.
Right. Well, anyway. What do you think of the studio? How's the studio look, people? Look pretty cool? Got it lit?
Keely's got us on every speaker in the house. Where's Tom? I want to find out if he caught my impression of him.
He probably got tired of waiting for us to get this setting up.
He probably did. He doesn't have any patience, man. Like, I don't spend my time doing that.
Oh, this is so unentertaining reading.
I like the half-nose look. I know, right? Because I got the nose, man. I got the nose to be full nose. There's no doubt about that. So
I guess I could.
I'm almost kind of being a nose tease.
You can actually come this way a little bit.
I'm being a nose tease with my half screen.
There we go.
Shit.
There. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. We're still good.
Maybe I'm a little better in the screen right there.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to burp on the mic. That's rude.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, we have to talk about the giant elephant that's out there. Everybody's experiencing this gigantic elephant.
The giant elephant?
Yeah.
In the room?
Uh-huh.
What is that? Yeah. That Led Zeppelin sucks? Is that the elephant in the room? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, or is it that Bon Jovi never wrote any of their own songs?
No.
What is... Tom is here. How do you know? There's Tom.
Oh, he's
right
over
there.
here.
Tom.
He's flopping back and forth, too. And Jay's over there now, too. Gosh. What is his camera? You like the vertical? People are liking the vertical, so they're going over to you.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right.
Tom.
I see.
We never got a comment from you last week, but did you get a chance to catch my impression of you? Because, man, I'm this close to fucking nailing it, and you know it. I don't know if you got a chance to hear it yet or not.
It's funny. It's funny.
I'm not going to do it again because
No.
I did it last week. But
You gotta watch. What is going on here? Anyway.
Sean Clausen.
Hi, Sean.
Sean Clausen.
Not so. We're having fun. So what? So
yeah, the cleavage angle is better from my phone. That's why they're
really?
all... Yes.
You can't even see it.
No, that's what I just got told, and so that's why everyone's logging into
That's
my
why they're on that
account.
one. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Because the angle's better.
I'll keep
here.
all my high school people on mine. Hi, Christy, another high school person. And you can have all the sex bots over here on yours.
I've got all the man sluts.
The man sluts are over here because the cleavage angle's better. All right,
Oh
fine.
my gosh, so
Well,
good,
whatever.
so good.
It's all good. I'm good. Whatever.
All right, man. Well,
How's everybody surviving this thing? Some people are actually literally staying the frick home. Some people are still having to work like us. We still go out and do construction, but we still try to keep our distance. If the stores, some of the stores have like lines like get the frick back, get the frick back, and some don't. And then you walk right by somebody, or somebody hands you some change, and like some people are being uber careful, and some people are not. How are you handling it, Dan?
true. No, I mean, I find it interesting that, like, I think Springfield, Missouri, in particular, like, I've been out every single day because I have to be. And I can be. I'm allowed to be. I'm not breaking any of the rules, but I am going to work every morning. And there are more people out and about, and I'm telling you, I don't know, man. I don't know if I feel like stay the fuck home, like, because on the Unsung Dreamers podcast Facebook page, I posted several videos the other day of people, doing these poems and writing songs about staying the fuck home. And I mean, I get that, maybe we're still keeping our distance in the parks and on our dog walks, but I have seen more bike riding, dog walks, and family times in parks than I have since I've fucking been alive.
That's one of my favorite
in
memes
Springfield
that I've seen is like normal people are sitting at home on their phones at home, and now when they tell you have to stay home, everybody's out at the parks and everything.
Yeah, no shit. Like when they weren't being told to stay at home, they stayed at home.
Just on your phone and stay at home, and now it's like, no, I have to get out because they told me I can't go.
Yeah, they did it all wrong. They shouldn't have just outright said, like, stay at home.
Yeah.
They should have announced something like, Pelosi's going to be nude online in the next 20 minutes. Then that would have kept everybody at home. Because we all would have been waiting on that one.
Would you? Are you seriously?
I ain't going to the park. I'm waiting on that one. I don't know. I pulled that one out of my ass. It's completely off the wall. I don't know what I'm even thinking. So screw it. Who cares?
I swear.
Something along those lines is all I'm saying.
No, I don't want to see that. Ever.
Well, I know, but it's kind of like a train wreck. You just want to see it. I mean, you could say, well, no, I'm not going to get into that. See, I'm already going too far. I'm off the deep end. I'm really going off the rails here. I don't want to do that.
You always go off the rails. That's what people like about you. So let's go off the rails, bro.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Why not? Why not?
Because I did have something I was a little pissed off about on my way home from work today, and I don't remember what it was.
You don't remember what it was?
No, but I'll think of it here in a minute, and then I'm going to go off on it as soon as I can think of what it was, but I can't remember what it was.
Think hard, but don't think too hard.
Roller thieving assholes.
It's...
Oh.
You gotta get into a rant, man. We got to think of something. We got to think of something to talk about.
No, we can't. You can't make this stuff up. You can't
Well, you're too busy watching the screens.
I'll tell you one thing. God damn it! Somebody stole my cooler off the back of my damn Jeep last night.
Bitches.
You sons of bitches!
Whoever it was.
Somebody, I had it strapped on a rack that was on the back of my effing Jeep, and somebody came up and cut my straps. Little pussies couldn't even figure out how to undo a ratchet strap. So they just cut my straps, which I'm actually more pissed about my damn straps than I am my damn cooler. They stole my cooler right off the back of my Jeep. The only thing I had in it was a gallon of antifreeze. So I hope they can use that. Freaking jerks, man.
I hate thieves. I hate thieves. You know, if you need
We
something,
all do.
why don't you come knock on the door? We had a guy one time come to our door while we were on the porch when we first moved into this house. Hey man, can you spare a cigarette? Yes. Okay, sure. Whatever. You know, come ask us for some help, but just steal crap.
No, it's kind of funny. This one actually didn't bother me, but it's related to what you're saying. I've had several packs of cigarettes stolen off my front porch.
I was going to go there, but I'm glad you are.
To me, it's kind of funny. It's like I have whatever, been done for the night, and I just left whatever I had left out on, I've got a little table out on my front porch and a bench that the table sits next to, and I usually just, throw them there. I can't tell you how many times I've come back out in the morning and my damn cigarettes are gone.
All gone.
All
gone.
You sucker. I don't really care about someone stealing them as much as, I didn't get my morning, my wake up morning, that's the one.
That's the one.
And somebody stole the damn things right off my damn porch, so whatever. I don't know why when I start talking like that, I start talking a little country.
I don't know
because I don't have any country background in me at all, if you know what I'm saying.
It's like when you see yourself on video.
I'm straight from St. Louis, and I drive on Highway 44, if you know what I'm saying. So,
but I remember some song pool videos where you were being interviewed, and you're just like, "Well, I wrote this song."
And I wasn't trying to be funny. I was actually.
You were hanging around with Thornton guys, and they were talking about to be a little sweet.
This song's about my life. I actually wasn't trying to be funny. I was like, why am I talking like that? It's so freaking weird.
And when you see if you look up Songpool on YouTube, it still exists. You'll see what I'm talking about. Dan's all country. His songs aren't country, but he was.
But I'm not country.
I just like this song a lot, and I wrote it in 30 minutes.
I wrote this song. Here's a song I wrote. It's about going through the struggles in life.
The struggles in life.
No, that's totally how my interviews were, and I was talking that way, and I wasn't trying to be funny, and I don't know why I was talking that way.
I don't either.
I was like, this song is about it. What it is what I was thinking. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know where that came from.
So we do these chats. This is a Thursday evening, and we'll post the audio on the website and everything on the podcast idea tomorrow morning, like we do every Friday. And once this ban is lifted, we will definitely do some more interviews with some more folks. We have a couple that we can still edit and put out there. I think we do, don't we? We still have a couple edits?
Yeah, I still have an unbelievable interview with John Dillon, who is the co-founder of the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. And, for those of you out there who know somebody who was in the Daredevils, but it wasn't actually the original guy, fuck you. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Well, you're just kind of like, oh, well, I know a guy that's in the Daredevil. You don't know the original guy. If you don't know the original guy, you don't really know shit. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. There's only a few of the original guys, and if you know one of the original guys, not one of the ones that filled in later for the last, he's been in the Daredevils for 15 years. Doesn't matter. Sorry. Doesn't matter. He wasn't there when it mattered. He's just filling in for someone. It's not the same. And I'm sure everybody in the Daredevils would be like, shut your dumb ass, Dan Fritz. We love those guys. I know you love them, and I do too. But I'm just saying, John Dillon is the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, and he'd be mad at me for saying that too, because
He's modest.
It was a group effort, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But he was there from the beginning and helped co-found that group. See you later, Sean Clausen. And we have like a 2.5 hour interview with John Dillon recorded and ready to release. And we will put that together. I don't know if I want to put it out right now, because it feels like everybody is just a little so distracted and preoccupied with things that are going on right now that I'm afraid an amazing interview with John Dillon would probably just
be overlooked or something.
Yeah, I think it would just be passed over. So I'm going to hold on to it for a minute and wait till everyone, or maybe it's the perfect time. You tell me. If you got any thoughts on that, you tell me, because maybe since we are actually holed up and got nothing else to do, maybe this would be the perfect time to release my John Dillon interview, our John Dillon interview, because it is really, really, really
It's a good one. It's not just because he's such a celebrity, if you will, but I think it's just we just found out you knew him for a while, but for me to meet him and hang out, I love the guy.
Yeah.
I love it. He's just an awesome human being. Yeah. Mama says to release it. She's like, yeah, release it.
Yeah. I know Mom was here.
She was here in the studio. His mom was here in the studio. So, yeah.
There's a funny story about John Dillon. I'll tell my quick story. The way that I originally met him was through my cabinet business, because he was remodeling the place he lives. And long story short, I ended up being his cabinet guy. And so we did this cool shit for him. And it's funny, Mark Price just chimed in.
There's Mark, because he was
part of this story that I'm getting ready to tell. The John Dillon story and the countertop story, Mark. Anyway, so we ended up doing these cabinets for him. Well, he wanted to do this island. He had it all stuck in his head that he wanted this cool, old wood, I don't know, reclaimed kind of looking countertop. But what you don't understand is the damn countertop was Mark, help me out. It was 9 feet wide on one end, shaped like an L, and maybe 12 or 14 feet the other way. Jackie Blue Loot. Yeah, I've got to bring that story into it. So this countertop is 9 feet wide and basically 12 to 14 feet long, but it was shaped like an L. So the 9 feet was so there was no way to get it into, he lives in a loft. And so there was no way to get something this big up into his loft. And so the only way just the countertop, because we made it all in one piece. And so just to get the countertop up into his loft, they had to get a crane. Like a real crane, like a real one, with a big crane. And they had to rope and chain our countertop onto this crane. And I can't believe we didn't get a picture of this, Mark, but our countertop was floating in midair at 500 feet in the air by this crane, and they had to bring it into the side door of his loft in order for us to fit it into his place of residence. And we put that countertop on, and it was bitchin'. So Mark just said a second ago, the Jackie Blue Loot. Here's the story behind the Jackie Blue Loot. So we had one of the guys that was, we all worked together, which was Mark's brother Mead. He was the one kind of, heading that job up. He was the one that was kind of in charge. And so we got to a point in that job where John Dillon actually owed us a little bit of money. You always go through a phase when you're doing a job like a remodel or anything else. And so, a little bit of money in the beginning, and then a little more money, and then a little more, so you're always kind of in line for a draw. So, for those of you just chiming in, we're talking about John Dillon, the co-founder of the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. And so we got to a point where, he kind of, it was pretty legitimate that he owed us a little bit of money for the work we had been doing for him. So we told Mead, who was the one kind of in charge of that job, we said, here's the deal. This is the challenge. You need to ask John Dillon for some Jackie Blue loot.
And you have to say that.
You've got to be so unprofessional. You have to be so unprofessional. Like, we are totally a cabinet shop. We haven't even talked about the Daredevils. We've just been doing cabinets. We haven't even acknowledged that he was in the band. But now that we need some money from him,
It's time.
we dare you to go ask him. The first thing out of your mouth needs to be, hey, John, we need to get a little bit of that Jackie Blue loot.
So good.
And he totally did it. He totally did it. He brought him an invoice for a draw on the cabinets, and when he handed it to him, he said, hey, John, we need to get some Jackie Blue loot.
And what did he say?
He actually said, I don't have as much loot as you think I do for that song. But he paid us the money.
We found out during our interview with him what his #1 hit song, money-making song, has been.
Yeah, it's so funny, you guys. Any of you Ozark Mountain Daredevil lovers out there, like all the songs that John Dillon played a part in writing and being a part of, none of them.
Jackie Blue.
Oh yeah, Jackie Blue, Chicken Train.
Train.
Want to get to heaven.
Yeah. All that good
Oh
stuff.
my God.
Wow.
All this stuff.
Nope.
He said the most popular song he ever wrote. Does anyone know what it is?
Does anyone know?
Does anyone know?
There's a delay, so we got to give him a second. And by the way, Caitlin, I did see your question about interviews. Yes.
Real quick before we get into that, after John said he didn't have that much money from the song Jackie Blue, Meade said,
What?
Meade said, you got suitcases of it under your bed.
To him?
To John. He told John, you got suitcases of it under your bed.
That's so good.
Holy crap.
All right. So
that was some of the funnest times.
Nobody knows his biggest, he claims is his biggest song.
John Dillon's most popular song he ever wrote has nothing to do with the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. You know what it is? O'Reilly! Auto Parts. Yo!
That's
a John Dillon song.
That's John Dillon's #1 song.
In case you didn't know.
Now every time you hear that commercial, you will think of John Dillon, just like I do. Every single time that comes on.
John Dillon wrote the O'Reilly jingle.
That they still use to this day.
Oh, hell yeah, they'd still use it. It's one of the best jingles ever.
It's way better than Buy Money.
Yeah.
Hot Pocket.
I guess it is.
We're having fun.
Are we going to have a jingle competition?
A jingle.
Let's have a spelling contest.
A spelling contest.
Let's have a spelling. Maybe poker just isn't your game. Let's have a spelling contest. Oh my gosh.
Goodness. That's so funny to see people flopping back and forth.
I know. I saw Mark LeBlanc over here.
Yeah, I saw him over here.
And then I just saw him jump over
And Angela
there.
Frizzell was over here. Now she's over here. She likes this angle too, man.
Yeah.
Tom's back over here. What did Tom
They're all
say?
different. I don't know where everyone's
He's
at.
over there.
Tom's over here.
Yeah, the third one up.
We need to have Randall Shreve. Is that how you pronounce his name? Shreve?
So.
Yes, we do. As soon as we're going to, two things. Obviously, as soon as we're allowed to kind of hang out with people again, we're going to get the interviews going back again. But also, we're kind of in the works on figuring out maybe how to record some Zoom stuff.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I'm thinking about doing some Zoom interviews. And as soon as Tara and I can learn what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, as soon as we can get Zoom figured out. It's working. Our plan is working.
Then we're going to
Thanks, Tyler.
maybe do some interviews. Yeah, everybody's jumping from one live feed to the next
What's
to
the best angle?
see which one has the best.
We'll just leave it at that.
angle on tarot. So anyway,
It ate my face.
so we're working on it. We're working on it, and it's going to be
Hi, Brenda.
super fun. Super fun.
Would you like the last one? Or are you good?
What?
Would you like a beverage? The last beverage?
Well, that's your beverage. I've got some of my own.
Oh, okay.
I
All right.
think.
Would you like one? Would you like me to go get you one?
No.
You good? Okay.
I can go get one.
All right.
What do you got?
What do I have? I haven't seen many comments about how everyone's doing. Like, I want to know honestly how you're doing. Like, how you doing with all this crazy weird stuff? Are we okay?
I think, well, the only thing I would say to that is that it seems to be the go-to question for all of us. You know what I mean? It's like, we're all actually concerned about each other, and we're all asking, like, how you doing? How you doing? You know what I mean?
But I
it's
haven't
like,
heard.
No.
Because we can't have contact with people. So.
Well, no. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, at what point do we keep going there, or do we just go somewhere else?
Okay, fair enough. I see what you're saying. I see. I got you, boo.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did God make gumball trees?
Right.
What an asshole he is for that.
They're pretty leaves, and they're great summer trees,
No,
but the gumballs are stupid.
And for those of you who, they don't burn. You can throw a pile of gumballs on a fire and they won't burn. They will just sit there and just... It's unbelievable, those things. They are incredible. They're incredible. And I have 2 of them in my damn front, in the damn backyard. Name that lyric reference. My mom's the only one that can do it.
I'm going to side note while you're looking at that.
First person to name the lyric reference, the damn backyard.
So Caitlin has a migraine, which I'm sad to hear. Hi, Robbie. Another high school buddy. And Caitlin just sprained her ankle, and Michelle has a new bunny. There's like, okay, there's a lot of going on. Okay, cool. Yay. Thank you for letting us know. Lisa Presley, Mom says. Gail says Lisa Presley.
Close, Mom. Close. It's not Lisa, right? It's...
I don't know who it is. Isn't she a vampire slayer?
In the damn backyard.
What's Angie saying over there? I can't see anything. This is really good for the
Job
audio
loss.
version.
Job
the audio
loss.
version is going to suck. So we apologize right now for those of you who are just listening to the audio version, not the video version.
They're well and good, but there's some job loss and some stress and some lost opportunity.
That's Angie?
Yeah, but they're doing good.
Yep.
They're doing good.
There's Randall Street.
It is Lisa? It is Lisa?
Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie.
Oh, okay. Lisa
Lisa
Marie.
Marie.
That's what threw me.
Good
It
job,
is
Gail.
Lisa Marie Presley. Ding, 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 ding. You get a free... You get something free from me, Mom.
They're all buried together in the backyard.
They're all buried. He's buried in the damn backyard.
Oh my God!
I don't know how that got brought up.
I don't either. You came up with a lyric, and I can't even remember what the lyric said.
How many of you out there have been to Graceland? It's kind of cool and weird all at the same time.
Mark LeBrock says he's been laid off, but it's kind of like a vacation, so...
Good.
He's
Well, I
doing
mean, I what I meant by good is I'm glad to see that you're seeing the bright side.
It's a little bright side. Yeah, it's a little bright side.
Because it's all we can do. I mean, I got stuff that's going to affect me forever. I'm still currently working, but it's it's going to be something else in a few weeks or a couple short months, and so it's going to affect. Things are going to be affected.
Look at this. Look at this. Look what's walking in this room
I am
right now.
always like
I heard the call for desperation.
Oh, look.
off the screen because of my damn. I have to do.
Come sit.
Okay.
Oh, sweetie, look at you. Look at you. Look who
Here,
it
baby.
is.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
She's one of our many bartender servers that have been put on hold because of this craziness. So she's serving us tonight. So if I had $1 or $2, I would fucking give you
I would strip for that shit. I'm sorry.
You could say that. It's Unsung Dreamers, man.
The Saltbox Tour. Do I remember the Saltbox Tour?
He's all busy.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Thank you, baby girl.
Aaron Gabriel
Thank you,
Powell.
love. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I do remember the Saltbox Tour. You want to hear a funny story about it? So, we...
Can I butt in for just a second? Tyler Weeks recorded
Sorry,
on
Tom.
Elvis's microphone. Just saying.
Oh, nice work.
He
Tyler.
totally did. Anyway, awesome. Cool.
So, we're on the Saltbox Tour, and for those of you who don't know what the Saltbox Tour was, it was a 4-band tour that included Petra and Whiteheart and a newer band called Johnny Q. Public and another newer band called Grandma Train. And so we were kind of like the young slots of this tour, and Petra and Whiteheart were, of course, damn near walkers. So...
What? Wait, what?
They were on damn near walkers because they were old guys.
Okay.
Love you, John. I love you, Heather. But, no, actually, their dad wasn't even on that tour. But anyway, so we're on tour with this band, Petra, which is just like one of the biggest, like, whatever, Christian rock bands. Randall Shreve was on it. Oh, boy. I don't know if I knew that. Anyway, so,
oh, Michelle, we love you.
So we're actually all hanging out backstage one time at this place that was kind of, I can't remember if it was a church or a big mega dome church, one of these sons of bitches. And so we're backstage, and everybody, I mean, all the bands are there, all the members of Petra, all the members of Whiteheart, all the Grandma Train dudes, we were there. And then the church itself had like, whatever, 250 volunteers. You know how it goes, like, hey, you want to volunteer to work backstage? And everyone says yes. And so there's like way too many people. Like, I don't need 5 people to bring me a cup of coffee, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those kind of deals. So the backstage is like full of all these people, and they all want to start praying. So that's cool. Whatever. Let's all pray together. So this room is huge. It's like the size of like a tennis court. It's huge. And we're all in there, and everybody, we're going to start praying, and they start praying for the show. You know, let's make this a great show and all this kind of stuff. And so everyone's in that sort of prayerful, kind of praying mode, right? Oh my gosh, Randall Shreve remembers this. It's yes. He remembers it, so he validates my story. So then everyone gets done praying, and me and the guitar player of Johnny Q. Public were like, hey, do you guys mind if we sing you a praise song? Because we got a praise song that we just wrote, and we'd love to play it for you guys. And I'm talking, there's like, what was there? There was like 60 people in there. There was at least 60 people in there. And they're all like, yeah. And they're all in that like prayer, we just got done praying kind of mode. And so like, okay, we're going to play a song. And I can't actually play it right now, but the lyrics of the song was like, I'll do it like this. Now you got to understand how quiet this place was. It was quiet. Louis Weaver, he was like one of my heroes growing up. I mean, Whiteheart, I mean, they were, and our hearts were pounding because it was just like, I can't believe we're getting ready to do this. But we're going to sing you guys a praise song that we just wrote. And the praise song said, Lord, I pray in the darkness of this hour, your love is real to me like the beauty of a flower. If there was just one thing that I could ever do that would ever equal to the love I get from you, there's just one thing to do. Lord, please accept my sacrifice of praise. I want to be circumcised today with a flint knife. Please take what you need. I'm praying and I'm asking on bended knee. Dude. It's biblical. The words are directly out of the Bible. But if you could have saw the look on Louis Weaver's face, the drummer for Petra, when I broke into the circumcising and the flint knife, if he had a club, he would have ran at me and beat me with it. I'm telling you, it was it's one of the best moments of my life, actually.
I love it.
I'm just going to say.
I'm happy. I love
You
that.
talk about Johnny Q. Public being the turd in the punch bowl. It was awesome. like a bunch of people just walked out in disgust. And what was actually the irony of it is it's literally, I can't remember where the verses are in the Bible, but it's literally like word for word. There was some battle they were getting ready to go into, and in order to get closer to God, as adults, they circumcised themselves because that's what made them feel closer to God. And so, with a flint knife, for Christ's sakes.
Flint knife.
And so we wrote a praise song about.
But that was actual scripture, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But those people did not think it was funny.
Were you going for funny?
Oh, we were going for total funny. Me and Orrin are trying so hard not to laugh. Like he's playing the guitar. And I'm trying not to laugh. And then as soon as we got to the circumcision part, the place just scattered. Oh, God. Oh, half of them just stormed off in disgust.
They were, ouch.
It was great. It was great. What was Rand? Oh, my God. Yeah. Randall said, let's just say it didn't end up on Petra Praise.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God.
Excuse me.
It was a wonderful, it almost made it on Extraordinary. In fact, for those of you who are familiar with Extraordinary, we did a song, we did a couple songs, Bald Women, and then we also did Father Abraham, which is a hidden song before the CD even starts. The same night that we did those two songs, we also recorded this Sacrifice of Praise song, but it didn't make the record. So there is actually a recording of it somewhere. There was even a second verse too. I don't remember how it went, but anyway.
You don't remember. So this was just a prototype song you did? It wasn't, you say there was a second verse you don't remember. It didn't make it on an album. You just did it that night, or did you record it?
Well, we recorded it. No. So we set up the living room one night. Joe set up the living room for us with like a mic.
Bobbers.
Yeah, with a mic and a couple mics, and we just went live to ADAT. 2-channel, left and right. We just went straight live to ADAT. And that was the night we recorded Bald Women. And then we also did Father Abraham, which ended up as like this weird hidden track before the record even started. But on that same night, we recorded Sacrifice of Praise, which is the song I just sang you. We recorded that song that night too. But it was just a little too much to put on our debut Christian record. So anyway.
It didn't make it to Welcome to Earth either?
It did not make it to anything.
Do you have a recording?
I don't even have a recording of that. No.
Oh,
but we did record it that same night we did Bald Women.
You don't have a recording of that.
I do
I bet
not.
Joe does. You think Joe does?
I'm sure he's got it in some archives maybe. But.
That'd be awesome. Get a bite on that.
So anyway, that's my, Tom asked if I remember the Saltbox tour. That is one of my Saltbox tours.
Nice, nice. Caitlin, I did wish your mom a happy birthday for tomorrow earlier. Hi, Joy. I haven't seen you in a while. Lavana went to high school with her too. Oh, like high school people, it's like reunion night here on my feed over here. For those of you just joining us, I know there's kind of a turnaround.
Thanks, Randall.
This is the Unsung Dreamers, the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. This is an Unsung chat. And so we are doing a live feed on 3 different places. My personal Facebook, Dan's personal Facebook, and also the Unsung Dreamers Facebook. So we're doing this live, and we're also going to post the audio version of this tomorrow morning on where Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, everywhere you get your podcasts.
Yeah, so whichever one you're logged into, if I'm not looking at you or if Tara's not looking at you,
we apologize.
I'm getting a little
because
I've got like 3 cameras,
and there's comments everywhere, so we're trying to keep up. So it's a little bit awky, but hey, it's super fun. And if you guys have any questions for us, we will certainly try to see them. Yes, and Spotify. Yes, Caitlin, you're right. And we will try to answer any questions. If you have I don't even care what the question is. Just ask us a question and we will answer it if we're not in the middle of an awesome story. So if he's in the middle of an awesome story and you ask a question, then it gets passed up, please ask it again. We will definitely answer. We'll answer anything. We are an honest podcast. That's what we do, is be honest. If you listen to a couple of our chats 2 times ago or so, we, how shall I say this? We didn't fight, but we argued. I guess. And it was kind of adorable. We were like, oh, we should edit. We should blah, blah, blah. Nope. That's who we are. That's what we are. And people have told us they love that.
But it's also kind of like telling someone like, hey, the other night I told a joke that was really funny. And it's like, what? Okay.
Is it?
It's kind of... Is it? They just got to listen and see if we fight or don't fight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was being.
Well, I know, but you're giving away the secrets.
Oh, am I?
You're giving away our showbiz secrets. You're giving away our showbiz secrets.
Right. Caitlin says she listens when she's bored and needs a good laugh because it's good fun. It's a lot of good fun.
It is good fun.
And we're glad you're sticking around. I know.
For those of you, here's why we did this.
Yes.
Go ahead. Do you want to talk about why we did 3 different live feeds?
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
That's what you were about to do.
It was actually all your idea.
I know.
The reason why we're doing different live feeds is because our Unsung Dreamers Facebook page, we do pretty good and we have some great fans over there. Tara and I have totally different people on our pages separately that might not even know some of the stuff that we got going on. And so we went ahead and did live feed on all 3. And so to those of you out there who are watching this and not knowing what the heck is going on, we host a podcast called The Unsung Dreamers. It's the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. So generally speaking, we focus on our town's local music scene through interviews, through news and gossip and whatever else comes about, good and bad and up and down and announcements, and try to tell you about big events coming to town. Lately, we've been doing a lot of just chat episodes is what we call them, which is what we're doing right now. So we're not really featuring anybody in town as far as the music scene is concerned, but we are actually in the music scene. So it's always still consistent there. And we've been doing this podcast for a year and a half or 2 now. And so you can jump on to iTunes and Spotify and all these cool places that you find podcasts and find the Unsung Dreamers. Not Unsung Heroes. It's called Unsung Dreamers.
Yes.
And you can jump on there and please tell other people about it if you like it. And jump on and maybe give us a rating through the Mom's Over on Mine now to help us in the rankings with all that good stuff. The more you jump on and leave some comments and leave some ratings about our podcast, the more it actually helps us and hopefully gets us out there even more. And I know some of you out there who love the Springfield music scene and have your favorite band and your favorite artist that you love to go see all the time. It would even be that much better for the whole world to learn about what their story is. We do long form interviews, upwards of 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and to get somebody's entire story so that you really get to know who they are, and hopefully that'll encourage people to want to go see their band. That is kind of the nutshell of what we do over there. And so for those of you who are logging into our personal Facebook pages, Tara's and mine, and maybe have not jumped onto the Unsung Dreamers Facebook page to learn what all we're doing, that's why we're over here. Right. To let you know that we got something else going over here on Unsung Dreamers. Go check it out on the Facebook, but also go maybe subscribe to the podcast. But maybe even if you're super, super awesome, if you're one of those people that is like, oh my God, I love you guys so much, well then go leave a review on iTunes of our podcast so that, put some 5 stars on that mofo. And so that people can start actually figuring out what the heck we are. Mm-hmm. In addition to that, We've just recently started a YouTube page, which currently is very static. I'll admit, we put about 6 videos on it right now of Tara and I. We drive around in our Jeep and we just do goofy shit, and it's really fun. But because of this whole situation now, with the coronavirus, we kind of need to chill, and we can't really go out there traveling at all. But we always usually just do short trips, and we film it, and we have some fun with it. Subscribing to our YouTube channel and kind of letting people know that that exists would also be awesome, and would also keep us going in all these things we're doing.
Yes.
Look at this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a Tiger
Oh!
King. Tiger King by its toe. If he hollers,
send him to jail.
Send him to jail.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Carol Baskin is... Never mind.
That bitch, Carol Baskin.
Oh my God. Is anybody watching Tiger King? Anyone?
We told you all about Tiger King like a month ago.
We
told you about Tiger King.
I know. Before we get into Tiger King, I want to do something real quick. I asked for questions, and we got a question from Joy, and she asked, will we sing a Kenny Rogers song?
Right now, tonight?
Right now. Without any music. Look what I pulled up right here.
I don't know any Kenny.
I know this song.
I actually don't know that song.
You don't know this song?
No. I don't.
Do you know Islands in the Stream?
I know the song he did
doesn't.
in the movie Six Pack. Tom also said, don't forget to mention Patreon. I don't know this song.
Well, here we go. I'm just going to fucking do it. Even though it's like a Kenny and Dolly song, since Joy asked the question, I told her we'd answer, and here we go. Well, I could have just said, yes, but I'm going to go ahead. Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. I can't remember the lyrics. Look down. Anyway, so Islands in the Stream. I know it's a Kenny Dolly thing, but there you go. Request a specific song, and we'll do another one. But that's a nice question.
Stream. That is what we are. Nowhere in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. From one another to
I think I'm off key.
another. I think we're fine. Whatever key we're in, we're harmonizing. So.
All right.
Yay! There's Mandy.
There's Ryan Boyle.
Hi, Ryan. Look at my hair now, Ryan. It's all growing out.
Yeah, you need a cut.
I need a cut. It's just going crazy. It's just going crazy.
Say hi, Debbie.
Hi, Dublin.
Hi, Dublin.
Should he come in here?
You could.
Let's bring him in here. Come here,
Dublin,
Dublin.
come here.
Debbie,
Dublin, I never get to come in the studio.
Come here.
There's no
Around here.
dogs allowed in the studio.
Yeah, there he is, baby. Look at that big boy.
There's no dogs allowed in the studio.
I'm gonna sick him on those people that stole my cooler.
Yeah, we're gonna sick him.
Look, you see up there? Look up there. Hey, look up there.
Oh.
He's like, what? Mom?
Look up
Mom? Oh, look, there's Dad.
Look, there's Dad. He's like, I never get to come in the studio. So, yeah. For those of you listening audio-wise, sorry, you have to watch the video. We're going to post this on our website as well, so don't worry. It'll all be there. It'll all be good. Oh, Debbie, gotta go. Bye-bye.
All right, go.
Bye,
Go on.
Dublin.
Studio's back to being
He's like,
lava.
Is it getting stormy again?
Look at this beautiful boy.
Look at him.
All right, let's go.
Debbie,
Come on. Good boy.
Aw. He's like, I don't
Look
want
at
to
my head all hanging down. We'll
I
find
know.
you.
You're
Short lived.
Hi, Roxy.
Anyways. Yeah, I've got
So, Tiger King.
Susie Colvert over here.
Hi,
and
Susie.
I know, it's been so long since I've seen her.
Lynn's over there, too.
I know. Lynn's over there. Got to have an awesome talk with Lynn today.
Did you?
Like a FaceTime talk.
Awesome.
It
Yay.
was awesome.
Keeping your social distance.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of your besties.
And just catching up, yes. It was
Yay.
fun.
Good. But how's her daughter doing? Doing good?
She is doing strong. She's being strong. She just had a treatment today, and that usually puts her out for about 6 days.
I heard that.
But she's being positive and
Good.
inspiring to the people she works with and the people that are working with her and her family, and she's doing really, really awesome. So,
Good. Very good.
considering, yes.
Considering the circumstances.
Yes. We talked about her a lot today.
Good. Awesome.
Which was awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Tiger King. Tiger King. We were talking about Tiger King before.
Oh, Tiger King is tired.
Is it tired? Because we
It's
talked about it a month ago.
No, it's a tired time. Tara and I already told you guys about it like a fucking month ago.
We
And
did.
So
Before it hit the internets.
you didn't listen to us, and now you're all on the
Now
Tiger
everybody's
King,
memeing
you
and-
know, train.
Yeah. Mhm.
And we told you about it a month ago.
So, whatever. Now we're done, right? That's it. That's all you're going to say about Tiger King?
Oh, I have not told Tara that story yet. In the same room, I think she was getting like a final treatment or something. Anyway, Heather and Judy Davidson were
Really?
like roommates,
What?
basically,
Oh my goodness.
for a little bit. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, you're Lynn's daughter? And Bobo was Bob.
Bob
like,
Davidson.
Bob Davidson was like, oh my gosh, yeah. And they made this
Wow.
connection and they all had a good time.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Bob Davidson, by the way, was a guest on our show
I don't know his episode
several
number.
months ago. I don't know his number, but Bob Davidson, you can check his interview out. And Lynn's daughter and his wife ended up in kind of like the same hospital room.
Same chemo stuff.
Chemo type stuff like today. Or
It
this
was
week.
today?
Well, it was like this week, yeah. or
Wow.
something, yeah.
Wow. With all this crap going on, these folks going through this kind of treatment, holy moly.
It's
Holy
pretty
moly.
wild. It's like a small world, and it was very cool. It's
Yeah.
a cool connection.
What an interesting, yeah. What a cool connection. Yes.
So.
That's a good way to put it.
Anyway, I don't know, man.
We're an hour and 20 in. I don't know. Are we still going? What are we doing? You got any more topics? You had a whole list that you wanted. You ranted about a lot of stuff right at the beginning. Is there anything you want to elaborate on your list?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
that's
I
that.
keep falling out of screen on mine because of damn orientation.
Just snuggle. We'll
I
snuggle.
hate vertical.
And he's obsessed with this vertical thing. Not buffing. What's going on? Oh,
Hi, everybody on Tara's channel. What? What
Mark
happened?
LeBrock has been dealing with buffering, but he's been calling it buffing. And Michelle types in, it's not buffing, it's buffering. But we get it. He's just,
My
he's
phone's buffing.
He's shining up his phone, It's buffing. Whatever. It's all good.
I'm buffing my glasses right now.
You're buffing your glasses. You're not buffering your glasses. It's all good. I
so
love this.
what did... okay.
This is so confusing because there's 3 different feeds we're trying to read and everything with the comments and everything. But hey.
Crisis safety
Having fun.
versus killing the economy. Oh, man.
What?
What's our take on the crisis safety versus killing the economy?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That's some heavy lyrics, man. That's like,
That's not this kind of podcast.
Well, no, it doesn't matter if it's this kind of
But good-
podcast. Some
good.
people are still just interested in what you think about
It's a
things.
question, and that's
yeah, it is. I've got an 18-year-old, okay, and he's got a bunch of 18-year-old friends. And
Mhm.
those kids are, like, for some reason, they're sort of growing up with, like, we don't care if there's an economy at all. Like, we're done with even money in general. They hate capitalism, and they hate that everything is, like, being run by this, like, idea that some people can get super stupid rich, and some people are still, like, really suffering, and yet the people who are suffering and or sometimes homeless or struggling or anything like that are still very passionate, awesome, loving, talented people. So it doesn't seem like, based off of the value that you are as a human being, why would somebody be worth trillions or billions of dollars and somebody ain't worth shit? And so young kids right now are like really putting an eye on that. Like, the capitalism idea. And so they almost like don't care about whether there's an economic crash. I, however, being the age that I am, almost 50 years old, I've owned a business for the last 28 years of my life. I have actually made over 150 or 200 American jobs. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's my life. I've had employees. I've paid payroll tax. I've paid child support payments for people. I have had to struggle and stress about making sure my payroll's covered so that these people who work for me have checks and take care of their families. I've had to lay people off who have kids, and it's been a big, giant stress ball, but I've played my part in trying to be a part of the economy of this whole entire idea. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, other than I'm just kind of explaining that I kind of have two really opposite sort of ideas happening in my personal life between me and my kids are both of a totally different thought process and generation right now. And it's very interesting. Very interesting because I obviously am concerned about the economy. I'm concerned about whether people are going to build houses. I'm concerned about, because I'm in the housing business, and so that affects me. But then at the same time, I can kind of see some people's point, and I will kind of put my own slant on some of this by saying I think that some of the non-economic repercussions of this whole entire situation is, good. Like we said in the beginning of this episode, I've seen more families in the park. I've seen more bike riding and dog walking. I've seen more people connecting on Zoom and FaceTime and, these kinds of video calls on Messenger, and people wanting to connect and actually taking effort to connect with someone maybe they haven't connected to in quite a long time. And that has nothing to do with economics. That has nothing to do with the stress that we're all going through about our jobs and our income and our money and our economy and everything else. So you got to sort of think to yourself, there's definitely, especially if you're the type like me and Tara, we are like eternal, we are eternal optimists. And so I just can't help myself but try to look at the bright side of some of this crappy shit that we're going through right now and wonder how many people are spending more time connecting, putting more effort into friendships. I don't know. And how much does that have to do with the economy? It doesn't have a damn thing to do with the economy. Now, the economy might suffer, sure. But the economy has suffered in the past as well. And there was times in life when the human race didn't really even have economy. So it's got to make you think. I try to just focus on what's the best type of thing I can get from this whole situation. And all I'm worried about more than my money is my connections and people and saying what I mean and being honest and not being not being the kind of person that's going to divert and project and lie and manipulate. I'm done with all that crap, man. I'm done with it. I'll do that crap no more. I just want to be like, how can I be a great husband? How can I be a great dad? How can I be a great boss? How can I be a great brother and son? And I'm just trying. I'm not succeeding in everything, but I'm trying. And I think that this whole thing has kind of, hopefully, persuaded people to start thinking like that. Start thinking a little bit differently. Because when you do fear that you're going to run out of toilet paper, and you're going to run out of food, and you're going to run out of, oh my God, money! Jesus God, man! There's more to life than your damn money. And when you finally realize you might not have it just like everyone else ain't got it, then it makes you go, I wonder if anyone in this world likes me.
He's gonna go over there and don't worry. This is a normal Dan cough. It's not corona.
Oh shit! It just kind of makes you think.
So,
where's the value in my life? Is the value in my life my money? Is it my economy? Is it how much I have invested or how much I lost in my investments? Is that actually what's most important to you in your life? Is that the most important thing to you in your life? Or do you stop and go, I wonder if my kids like me. I wonder if my wife is actually happy or she's living a lie. You ought to think that. That's what you ought to think more than you ought to worry about the economy or your money or your investments. Because now's the time. Because if you fall victim of the whole idea, no one's going to give a shit about your money. They're going to give a shit about whether you were a good person and you were good to them, good by them, and whether you were honest and cool. Whether you were cool. Musicians are getting online right now doing these live Facebook things and Instagram things and everything else, just trying to play you their music, just trying to write you a song, sing you something because you haven't got to hear them sing in a while. They're just dying to just entertain and connect with you, and none of them are making a damn penny. It's not always about the economy. It's not always about the money at all. When the playing field gets leveled out, because we're all scared, it's about being a good person and buying toilet paper. Hope you got your toilet paper, you little toilet paper hoarding sons of bitches. I got 6 rolls. Jerks! You haven't said anything.
you haven't let me.
See? See how it is?
I'm not going to interrupt you.
See how this one is? See how this one
But
is?
I don't interrupt. Bye, Roxy. It was so good to see you. Or see you, whatever. We have to hang out sometime soon. Very soon. Aw, she's got her grandbaby. Okay, awesome. So, I don't know. Who asked about
Lynn
that?
said I gotta have another cig.
Hi, Bobby.
Drew was just asking, like, hey, do you have any thoughts on the economy, something about them?
But that was Drew that asked that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you gave your thoughts, and he is so much more eloquent than me. He is so much better spoken than me.
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, you are. You are. But the only thing that I'm going to say is that I don't know and I don't care what side politically anyone's on and what side we're on. It doesn't freaking matter. I think there's a hand in hand going on right now. I think that, of course, we want people to be healthy. Of course, we want people to heal and get better. Of course, we want this pandemic to get over with. So, of course, that's top priority. But we can't lose sight of how everyone gets their food, and most of us don't go out and shoot our own squirrels and deer, and we have to buy our food. So we have to buy things. And where are we going to get that money? So the economy, the capitalism that builds that still has to stay in place, as well as the humanity that takes care of the life, the human force that is human beings. So I don't know that there's the economy, sometimes people think it's being too much played on the economy, but without it, what happens? What happens? Jobs get lost. You laid off 12 people in one day when the economy crashed before. And what did those 12 people do? They weren't able to buy as much food as before. So my only point is, and I'm not super uber educated with all this stuff. This is just my thought. I believe that it's kind of hand in hand. We have to take care of, obviously, our sick and the people helping the sick. First and foremost, we all have to do our due diligence and freaking stay away and try to keep our distance, etc. This is a pandemic, and what pandemic means is it spreads quickly and by being this close to someone. So keep your distance, folks. It doesn't necessarily mean stay home and hibernate. It just means watch what's happening. But also, at the same time, we also have to go back to our jobs eventually. And those businesses that have those jobs need to still be there. Because those people, regardless of corporate or local, those people that work for these businesses need their job. They need to have their income to buy their food. So it's, I'm kind of like, I think they're both valuable. They're both valuable, and they both need attention. What's more, obviously we need to take care of people staying alive, of course. But what happens afterwards, right? Do you disagree or agree?
It's that everything you just said is nothing to disagree with. It was just a lot of just stating what we're talking about. I think all I'm saying is,
I don't think either one's more important.
Of course not, but
Right.
I'm just saying this is like just making us all think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think is the bigger thing.
Yeah.
All those things have been relevant points for our entire lifetime, not necessarily during a pandemic.
Yes.
But it's now we are actually putting a little bit of thought into, like, isn't it crazy that we're all together?
And I was going to go there as well.
We're all together. There's so many people I know that are just like, I know are like struggling, and I would have never really, not that I'm like a selfish asshole, but I just wouldn't have thought about them as much as I do now, because I'm like, oh, they probably are struggling, or I'm struggling, or I'm going through stuff that nobody would understand. Yes, they would, because we're all going through it.
Sure.
So it's just kind of pushing us all to be more aware of each other and how we affect each other. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I think everything you're saying is dead on. It's just now we're thinking about it more. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
As a team, everybody. As a team, everybody.
Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry I mentioned squirrel earlier. She's got a baby. Will you have a bunny and a squirrel? I think she has a bunny and a squirrel. Yeah, I'm not talking about eating your squirrel. Don't worry. Gosh darn.
Were you?
That's fucking hilarious. Because I mentioned going shooting your own squirrel. She's like, stay away from my squirrel! Because she's got that squirrel.
Coming to get your squirrel,
Hi, Christy.
Michelle.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
With
kidding.
biscuits and mustard.
I haven't had any squirrel yet
Mm.
in this situation. But I did buy a fishing pole.
Sherry Sexton Martinez is here.
So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if there's much more to go on. I've had like 4 people tell me I need to go smoke a cigarette, which is probably true.
They told you need to?
Well, something along the lines of like, you need to go get a cigarette.
Why?
Because I'm going, don't be an asshole.
Thank you, Michelle.
I'm coming to get you, squirrel, Michelle. All right, I'll stop being an asshole.
She's like gonna send her husband to tile our floor. By God. This is too much fun, folks. Thanks for sticking around. I mean, we had upwards of 25 people one time. What does that say?
By the way, Michelle, your husband's on my page. You might want to go look at him. Just joking.
Abby Trimble. Hi, Abby.
Just
Another high school
joking.
mate. Another high school mate.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sorry if we weren't very exciting or entertaining.
Greg Epperly. Another high school mate right there.
Lynn was making fun of my coughing, not my rants.
Oh, okay.
Which
So-
is true.
What Tom Henry mentioned something earlier that I'm gonna jump in real quick on before everybody goes away. I usually do this at the end of the show, but I don't care. We're gonna do it right now. We have a thing called Patreon, which is a place where you can throw us a buck or two if you think we're doing cool. You just go on there and you can do a one-time or you can do a monthly $1, $5. It doesn't matter what it is, but it helps us finance what we're doing here because we don't get paid for this, but we give you entertainment every week. We're starting to do this live thing, and then we also post the audio version every Friday. when things settle down with all the COVID stuff, we're going to get back to the individual musician interviews. But they do exist on our website, unsungdreamers.com. Check that out. If you want to sponsor us and give us a bone, $1, $5, whatever, patreon.com/unsungdreamers. We would appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much. And Boot Jeep, once again, our YouTube channel, Boot Jeep, has a Patreon as well. It's patreon.com/bootjeep.
Yeah, and thank you for considering that. Because we would much rather be fan-funded than anything else funded. That way we don't have to force ourselves to tell you that we love these kinds of shoes. We'd just like to thank our sponsor,
Yeah.
Johnson & Johnson Cotton Balls.
I just saw Kara.
Like we care about that. But if they gave us money, we would probably do it.
Right.
And so the more we stay fan-funded,
then we can still just be us.
Then we can just be us, and we can stay.
That means you like us. You really like us.
As funny as we want. So check out Patreon if you want, and lots of people do it. It's very, very safe. It's very, very secure. Tons of artists, literally artists, some musicians, some podcasters, some YouTubers, those types of people who are out here trying to have somewhat of an entertaining web presence for y'all. A bunch of them, thousands and thousands of them are using Patreon. So it's actually a very, very normal place to go and check out. And maybe if you're feeling a little spunky, you can support us on the podcast.
So I just saw Kara Amsutz come on here, and that reminds me.
Lynn.
Bye, Lynn. That reminds me that Chapel Roan has new music tomorrow. Chapel Roan, a.k.a. Kaylee Amstutz. She has new music going tomorrow. Chapel Roan, go check that out.
Yeah, it's very cool. We are saying Patreon? We're saying
Patreon. Patreon.
Yeah, it's actually spelled patreon.com. And then you just do a / or something.
I don't know. It's the
Unsung
one.
Dreamers or
it's
something.
the one. I don't know which their camera angle. Whatever.
Yeah,
it goes
it's like
this way.
patron, which is like Patreon.
High right to low right, low left, whatever that / is.
Sing some heart.
Oh my God! Who said that?
Hold on.
Who said it?
No, I've just got to
No,
try
who
to
said
sound like Jared.
Jared, of course it
I've just got to
was.
try to sound like a dying cat. So,
Hi, Alicia.
what's that? Barracuda!
Oh my God.
When he hears
There's
You
heart for
sound
you.
like the parrot screaming in the
That's
cup
exactly
on the
how they
video.
sound, and you know it.
Jared,
You know
I
it.
have a feeling he wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
Hey, he was on my feed and
That's
not
true.
yours.
That is true.
So I just killed it. I just slayed Hart better than Kristen Denard could ever think of doing it.
What? Yo, you're totally right.
Yeah, I
totally
just
right.
killed it. Kristen Denard has nothing on me.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
I kid. Kristen Denard is one of the best in town. Love her, love her, love her. And I know all you dummies like Jared likes Hart.
Oh my
He-
It just
alcohol
doesn't.
abuse.
It
He
just
just spilled a
doesn't.
beer.
It just doesn't. You know, Hart is just not. Yeah.
I gotta tell. I got this.
Love you,
Right here.
bastards.
Look at our bartender is coming to save us and cleaning up a mess. So look at that. Look at that.
Did you? If you got some on your penis, I'm not dabbling it off.
I am not having
I'll
off
get
your
the leg.
penis.
I'll get the leg.
I like.
If I touch your penis, I'm
But
sorry.
no penis.
No penis.
I am not dabbing off your penis.
I will not dab your penis.
Will not dab your
How have I never heard penis before? That is
You
fucking
haven't
great.
heard penis before?
I've never heard penis.
You've never listened
Oh.
to Bob and Tom in the
That
morning.
is hilarious.
Right.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, the penis.
Oh my god,
Penis
that's
is
fucking
kind of
funny.
hilarious.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, so I'm trying to find out when.
All right, we're on like an hour and a half.
I know,
So that's probably enough.
It's probably enough.
Where do I sign
We got
up for
10,
lessons?
10.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, you need to take lessons from me, Jared, because I'm way better singer than Tara.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Totally. Right.
Everybody knows I could sing her under the table.
Yeah.
Right.
You heard that Barracuda, didn't you?
That was an amazing Barracuda.
That was the best That was the best cover of Barracuda.
Mark LeBrock says lower. Just do it lower. Just sing it lower. You'll be fine.
Mark LeBronc, I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you, you crazy cat. For those of you just tuning in, I just killed Heart's Barracuda. So if you're wanting to start a Heart tribute band, you might want to call me because I can slay some Barracuda.
Yep.
Just saying. All you got to do is sound like two cats dying.
I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on the Unsung Dreamer comments about the fridge auction. I must have missed
what?
There's fridge.
There's money to be made in the fridge business.
Saw that link for the fridge auction. Am I in the right place? I don't think somebody's in the right place for a fridge auction. I'm not sure what's going on over here. So that might be. I want to buy a fridge. Like, what is going on in the comments on the Unsung Dreamer? Are you the lesbian couple selling the fridge? There's all kinds of stuff.
Ooh, this is weird.
I know, it's like, and these people, I don't recognize their names. How many?
Does the squirrel come with
I'm
the
not
fridge?
going to read that one. I'm not going to read that
these are
one.
people purposely doing this.
Dude,
These are what we like to refer to as trollers.
Yes.
They're trolls.
Oh,
You've got
I
complete
see.
trollers going on.
Somebody's just fucking.
Yeah, I'm not reading that one right there.
Yeah.
No. Like, there's some crazy crap. Okay, I don't know what that was about.
That's one weird.
It's
Weird.
because trollers are douchebags for the internet.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that's weird. Somebody just
So
decided
freaking
on to be
weird.
just a dumbass. Just
Yeah.
dumbasses like.
Super strange.
Yeah, I
I
got a
guess
fridge
you're
for
gonna try to
sale.
get every
I got a heart full of ice. Let me
Yeah.
chisel a little off it for you.
I don't
All right.
care. So anyway,
all right.
Yeah, for those of you watching on these other channels, the Unsung
Mr. French
Dreamers,
versus
the Unsung Dreamers live feeds, like
I don't know.
some people all think they're like super funny, and like they're just so funny. Anyway, dancing
weird.
heart is like finding chewed bubblegum under the table. It's a lose-lose for everybody.
Oh my God, who said that? Is that Jared?
Who do you think said it?
Jared Isaacs. Of course he did.
It's a lose-lose for everybody.
Jared, I hear what you're saying, but you're just totally wrong, bro. I slayed it. I slayed Barracuda just
Did
a
you?
minute ago. Hopefully
that
you were here to
Barracuda
listen
jumps
to
up
it.
out the water and bit you in the ass.
If you want, I can do it for you again. I mean, you just let me know. But
Yeah, right.
Oh, man,
No.
he needs to get out of the bathroom.
Please don't. Oh my God, this has been so much fun. I loved trying to keep up with all the. I want to do this again next Thursday, so we're going to try to do this again next Thursday at 7:00. Well, we don't have a fridge for sale, but you
yeah,
know,
I don't
whatever.
know where the fridge thing came from,
But if
that's
you-
on the
if you-
Unsung Dreamers podcast.
I don't know how that happened, but okay,
And,
doesn't matter.
So whatever.
It's all good.
So anyway,
So check out, there are so many musicians, not just locally here in Springfield, but all over the world that are doing these live shows from their living rooms, from wherever. And they've also set up, some of them have set up these places where you can send them some money. Because they're, the musicians, the bartenders, the servers, all kinds of folks are completely out of work right now. And so the musicians are getting on there and they're singing you these songs. So send them $1 or $2, send them $5, send them $10, whatever. Just support. If you can, I get it. Everybody's situation is different. If you can't afford it, I understand that as well.
thanks for being understanding. No, that's awesome, and that's what we're all doing. We were just talking about it earlier with us and with the singers and with everybody else. You know, I mean, we're all just trying. So it's cool. Where even refrigerators have dreams. That's right.
I don't even know what that was about, but support. Ever support each other, love each other, but hug from afar, hug from 6 feet. Do an air high five, whatever the frick you want to do.
We'll figure this out. We'll get it figured
It's
out.
all going to be fine. I think it's all going to be fine. I think that's the bottom line that I would like to express. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I know nothing. I'm a chick singer. I don't know anything. But I know it's going to all be fine. We need to be patient. We need to be caring. We need to be loving. We need to take care of those who are a little less fortunate than we are. And just be good to everybody. Get out there and just go out. We love the outside walking that all these families are going on 6 feet apart from each other. It's great. It's beautiful.
They haven't been 6 feet apart.
No, not
They
from
need to
not the
work on
families.
that one a little bit.
Not the families that live together,
Oh, right.
right? But the next family is at least 6 feet away.
Anyway, we already know all this.
I'm just saying. Silence is great for the
We all
audio
know all
versions.
this. Let's just keep
All
it
right.
going.
I think we're good. We're close to 2 hours. I think it's time to.
Yeah, we've been going long enough. So
What are you doing?
I am not going to do an encore of My Heart
Please don't.
because I don't want to sing a second song that sounds like cats dying, Jared. But I'll try to next time. My next cat that dies, I'll try to record it dying, and then I'll send it to you as like a wonderful thing to remind you of the band Heart. So anyway, I saw Joe Baldwin standing in for a minute ago. I don't know
there it
if
is.
you've seen, if you've watched Josh Moore's dancing videos. Holy crap, they're awesome. Anyway, we are going to sign out here, I think. We're going to be done.
I think we're good. And we will post this as an audio version for your podcast listening pleasure. If you caught the tail end and you want to see the beginning or whatever, you want to hear the beginning, we'll post it audio tomorrow, and I will make a Facebook announcement of that on Unsung Dreamers.
You guys have a fantastic weekend, and keep being safe and keep doing your part. And I love the shit out of my wife.
I love the shit out of my
And
husband.
You should love the shit out of everyone in your life and have a great weekend doing it. We are going to sign out of here. And you can find this podcast episode tomorrow on the Unsung Dreamers podcast on iTunes and anywhere else you listen to podcasts.
Thank you all.
The
We
Unsung
love you.
Dreamers. We'll see you guys. Jesus.
Get started. It still says to rotate your phone. You can't turn your phone while recording. Well, mine is. Am I sideways? Are we sideways? Are we
Why won't it end? Oh, I can't
Do I have to say save?
Just getting started with that show. Hi.
Well, now I'm fine.